Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
And we have our very first corner.
Takes a shot! And he's done it! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's played into the area. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Now it's Olise. Olise's cross. Oh, smashing header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Another header, but again the same outcome.
Vietnam really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Chance to deliver. He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Rice. Vietnam finding their passes. And it's Gusto. Caicedo. Olise. Oh, important interception. Nico Williams.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Eze. Oh, it's come loose. Van Dijk. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Takes aim and crosses. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Rice.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Nico Williams. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Baina is wide and looking to get onto this. Well timed, excellent interception. Chouameni. Fermin does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Fermin. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Williams. Nico Williams unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Calafiori gets a foot in here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival. So much time and space here. Rice. And he's in on goal! Oh, what has happened here? Eze, and now the breakaway. And it's Gusto. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Can he get it through? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Rice. And that's going right the way across. Great vision, great ball, and he's in here. Gusto receives it in a wide position. Nice control. Caicedo. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Gusto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Williams. And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Nuno Mendes.
Now Nico Williams. Now it's Lopez. And it's Chouameni.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. He's had a shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are...
And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Vietnam really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cross into the box. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Thuan!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Corner number 3 coming up. Olise
Plays it short. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Vietnam get their 4th corner. Olise with the short one. Fermin deals with that comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Mbappe!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vardiol gets it away. Thuan. Olise. Spread it left. That's tidy. He's in a great position here.
Ball driven towards the far post. And the ball is out of play.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
He's got away.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Mendes going full tilt down the left.
And it's Chouameni. Mbappe is onto this.
No, it's not getting there.
Played up towards the front line. Nico Williams wins the duel this time. Thuan. Big chance!
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Caicedo. And here's Mbappe. Firmino. Rice.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Chouameni. And it's Mendes. Nico Williams.
Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Mbappe.
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
And he's managed to get free.
There's the delivery. And Dijk gets it away.
Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through.
And he's gone backward here. Good ball, good chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
He's found the way through. Skims one in. Ruben Dias gets rid without sophistication.
Knocks it into space.
Brilliantly cut out. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And it's been taken short. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. First quarter of an hour gone.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Lewandowski.
Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Great ball if he can get there. Thuan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Good ball, good take. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Eze. Olise.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe.
Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? And now they can clear their lines.
Vietnam trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then
there's the shot! It's in!
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement.
And he's being shifted off it.
Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Partey.
Thuan receives it in a good position here. And that's a good-looking ball. And here's Mbappe. Oh, super find.
Eze. Great vision. Now it's Olise. Crossed into the box.
Eze! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Eze clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Eze. Nuno Mendes. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Eze.
Such good technique.
Eze is fouled.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Baina. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vinicius Junior takes control of it and he's on the move.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They've got a corner here. This possibly the last play of the half.
Eze. And it's Baina. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. It's crossed into the middle. That's going to go a long way.
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. It's too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Van Dijk. Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Olise is eyeing up his options in the middle.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
Cucurella, cross to the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And he passes it long. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Partey. That's Eze.
Looking for the run.
Eze has created one goal already. Vietnam still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And it's Rice.
And he's had a hit!
It's loose now and
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the finish!
Eze.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eze. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is constant.
Oh, smashing header!
Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 11, Eze. Number 7, Mbappe.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And here's Mbappe.
Coming on the field, number 22.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Number 33, Calafiori. Substitutions taking
Guardiola.
place.
Lopez.
Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Can he get it through? He slings it in. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Odegaard. Now it's Mbappe. Eze looking to get on the end of this. He's picked his way through. Flashes it across. Defending of the desperate variety.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lopez. Not the most accurate pass. And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He is through here. Hangs one in. That has been knocked clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that pass isn't the best. Mbappe touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Pinches it off him.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Lopez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chouameni. And it's Griezmann. Calafiori gets into some space. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out brilliantly. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribble.
And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Vietnam desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.